What's going on, guys? Today I will be showcasing my 0.6.6.8 setup, which is an INF setup that takes around 15 to 16 seconds. So let's get right into it. So here's the things you need for this setup. You would need Halloween portables, so Fright Folly, Phantom of Christmas Future, The Boy, and you will need the Executive Game Pass, as well as the Darkless upgrade, right? You will need these items. If you don't have these items and you have some other portables like Cybag or Portable Pearl, you can use those as well. So this is mainly for players that do have all Halloween upgraders but are missing other portables such as Easter portables. So yeah, this is the best setup for you right now. So before that, let me just grab my champion infuse. Alright. So make sure you are in the beach base, otherwise it will be a little bit difficult to see where the base is rotated. So just make sure you're in the beach base. It's just the first base. Join any private server that's empty and you'll be on this base. So to start off, grab a Dreamer's Life. You would need 2 Dreamer's Life because we'll be doing the Dreamer's Push, and you would need around like 39 platforms, 39 hydraulics and 9 standards. Right? 39 hydraulics and 9 standards, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so you want to start with the Dreamer's Life, facing backwards, and make sure it's in this rotation of the base. So my graphics is very low right now, but make sure it's in this location, right, facing this way. Alright, I'm gonna turn down my graphics so I don't lag. Alright, so for Dreamer's Life, it's going to be going 9 units in this direction and 13 units in the other direction. Make sure that you've gotten that correctly by using something to measure. So the crystallized system is basically 5 units long, so you can use these to measure. This is obviously 13, and this here is 9, right? 5 plus 4 is 9. Okay, now that you've got the Dreamer's Life down, grab the standard platform and a green teleporter that is facing this way with 2 units in between here. And you want a dragon cannon. Oh wait, hold on. It's like this. Make sure dragon cannon is at the edge and there is a 4 unit spacing between the teleporter and the end of the platform. Raise this platform by 10 units up, and you want to just put it in here. Just make sure it's like this. For measurements wise, we're gonna be looking at Dreamer's Life over here. So this is, it should be 6 dots, right? So it should be 6 dots here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the leg of the platform, and Dreamer's Life's end should reach 6 dots, right? Or 6 units, whatever you want to call it. And for the top part here, you're gonna be seeing that Dreamer's Life will be hitting the end of the teleporter, right? The receiver. So yeah, that would be how you set it up. And you want to grab 2 more platforms, and you want to have a Frozen Justice and Eternal Fracture, right? Put the Eternal Fracture with 1 unit to the left that is empty, and now you're going to raise this platform tree up with a Haviomon, and you are going to be putting the Havium line right inside the cannon, so it shoots. And now you're gonna grab this Eternal Fracture platform, and you're gonna raise it up 5 times, and you're just gonna fit it in such that if you go to the left, it will collide, and if you go forward, it will collide. So it looks something like this. It should be right beside Havium. Oh, make sure Eternal Fracture is all the way forward. So to show that again, Eternal Fracture has to be all the way ahead and 5 up. And you're gonna make sure that it is in this edge where it is at. When it will it's close to colliding with Havium, but it's right beside Havium. So it has turned light, so we will grab our light. Now for the Frozen Justice, you want to raise it 13 units high, and you want to put it such that the ball is almost touching the cannon, right? Looks like this. So this is the Dreamer's Life push. It has been completed. If you want to test it, you can very quickly do so. Just gonna test it real quick to see that it's working. So just put some teleporters down, and you can see that if the ores are being pushed out neatly this way, that means you have set it up correctly. Alright, so now we're gonna move on into the actual setup. So you're gonna grab a platform, and you're gonna have it one below the platform containing the dragon cannon, right? And you're gonna grab the alien relic, just put it right there. Now you're gonna grab another platform, and you wanna put it one below as well, but this platform will be here, such that if you put Spirit of Fire, it will fit, right? If you align this platform with Alien Relic, it will not fit, right? It will not be aligned with Dragon Cannon, so make sure this platform is right over here. Now you want to put down Spirit of Fire and make sure it's facing backwards, right? Make sure it's facing backwards. Now grab another hydraulic platform and put down the stratospheric refiner. Raise it all the way up, and raise the platform 2 times, okay? And make sure that stratospheric will be two units jutting out of Spirit of Fire, and it looks like this. Now it's not aligned, you just have to align it yourself. So you just align it. Alright, this is now aligned, and we will move on. Now grab a hydraulic platform and raise it from the Dragon Cannon's platform 2 times, okay? And you will just place it here. Now you're gonna take the Trinity, put it right over here. Now take another hydraulic and take another 2 hydraulics, and make sure it's 1 up from the Trinity platform. It's just right above. Now take the Astral Setter, put it right over here, but to the left by 1. This is displacing the Astral Setter. Right, it's not aligned. Now take the Darkest Upgrader and make sure it has its sword on Astral Setter. Now you want to take the Morellin Sorcery, the Hourglass. You want to take the Hourglass and put it right over here. Okay, Now take the Garden of Gaia and put it over here. Now it is worth noting that these should be aligned with the initial setup, and the only exception is Astro Setter. So yeah. Now after Garden of Gaia, you want to go Meatball Sandwich. But Meatball Sandwich is also going to be displaced one to the left, like so. Okay. Alright, so now we will put down our second Dragon Cannon. Make sure Dragon Cannon is aligned with Garden of Gaia, not Meatball Sandwich. Now you want to take a hydraulic platform and a Doxy tree. Now an easy way to build a Doxy tree turn is make sure Doxy tree is on the platform, and this platform has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units lower, alright? 8 units lower than the platform with Dragon Cannon. So now you have the Doxy tree, and you can play around with it, but basically you're gonna see these two branches, and these two branches will turn the ores like so, right? You want to put Doxy tree right here, and it should look like this with the branches, and it'll look like it's just making a turn. And you see this purple ball sticking out of the Dragon Cannon's mouth, and that's when you know you have made the correct turn. Now grab another hydraulic platform and make sure it's the same height, putting it right over here. Now you would want to grab a Soul Blossom and just place the Soul Blossom right beside Dragon Cannon. Make sure the edge of Soul Blossom does not extend here. Just put it here. Now grab the Morellin Sorcery and just place it. Take another platform, hydraulic platform, raise it 2 times, like so, and put a True Overlord's device over here. Take another platform and put the Dreamer's Life over here. So this is the second Dreamer's Life. Our first Dreamer's Life is over here, so this is the second one. So you want to put Dreamer's Life right over here. And now you want to take a standard platform and a hydraulic platform. So put the standard platform above the hydraulic platform and raise it such that this standard platform is 4 units higher than the hydraulic platform with the Dragon Cannon on it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and it goes right over here. Now take the Quantum Clockwork, place it right after Dreamer's Life. Make sure it's facing backwards. And Vulcan's Wrath, let's put it here. And Tropical Breeze. Now you want to put the Christmas portable, which is the Halloween portable called Phantom of Christmas Future. You want to put it over here. Make sure it's rotated properly. And now we will include the Azure Spore, like so. Just want to put a standard platform here and a hydraulic platform, and the standard goes above the hydraulic. Make sure that this standard platform is 1 unit lower than Vulcan's Wrath. Okay? Now put this somewhere else and take the Azure Spore and take a Dragon Cannon. Alright, put it this way. Now take this entire thing and make sure Azure Spore is aligned with Tropical Breeze. Alright. Hold on. There is a little bit of an error here. Yeah, alright. Just redo these parts. Take these away and put another hydraulic platform right here, and another standard platform. The hydraulics and standard platform should be at the same level, okay? Now you're gonna take these platforms and you're gonna put a Midas blaster right over here. And you're gonna take Dragon Cannon and Azure Spore and fit it here. So right now, this is the platform glitch where the platforms don't connect. It is fairly common. It's no big deal. You just have to remove the platforms and do it again. So yeah, if that still doesn't work, you can just redo the whole thing and it should work. So yeah, now it's working. So you may encounter this bug. If you do, just do what I did and you will be good to go. Alright, if you don't, then you don't have to do anything. So now we have this formation with Azure Spore to Dragon Cannon and to Midas Blaster. And now what you want to do is you want to fit the boy here. Actually, you want to fit the Fright Folly right over here. You want to fit the Fright Folly over here. Alright, so for Fright Folly's placement, you want this beam to be alright. Now you're just gonna put it somewhere and alright, and now you want to put Darkseid Tree right inside the Dragon Cannon, like so. Alright, make sure it is aligned like so. Yeah, this is how Darkseid Tree will be like. So it should turn the ore the same way as the first turn, and put the Methuselah's mask right over here. Okay, it can be either facing here or here, doesn't matter. And let's move on. Take out the Father of Freon and the Virtual Gearwork. Make sure Virtual Gearwork is facing forwards. How you can tell is these 4 green spikes. It's supposed to look like this, right? It's supposed to look like this. Now put it above Father of Freon. Raise it 4 times and it goes above. If you want to check the conveyor, you can. So you can check the conveyor by going below Virtual Gearwork, and it should be pointing forwards. Alright, it should be pointing forwards. Now, right after this, you want to use the big fungus. It doesn't matter how you rotate it. I just like it this way because the beam points upwards. And now you want to fit this right after Dragon Cannon. Make sure it's 3 down. If it's not 3 down, it will break. So it's very important that it is 3 down. Now, take a standard platform, and what you want to do is you want to put a standard platform at the very edge of the base while keeping its alignment like so. So just put down 4 standard platforms, keeping its alignment to the edge of the base, like so. Standard platform, the first standard platform should be one start jutting into the leg of this hydraulic platform. Now what you want to do from here is you want to take a hydraulic platform and make sure it is 6 units above the last one, right? 6 units above the previous one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another comparison you can do is with the Dragon Cannon platform, where this is 3 above the Dragon Cannon platform. So if Father of Freon is 3 below the Dragon Cannon platform and this is 3 above the Dragon Cannon platform, this will be 6 above the Father of Freon platform, right? Now 6 above, and here you want to put the depth cap. So this is where the setup gets a little glitchy in terms of saving the setup. It won't glitch when you're using it, just when you're saving it. So I want you to save this progress right now. Just save this setup, delete one of your layouts and just save it. And I want you to remove all, withdraw all, right? And after you withdraw all, just load what you have saved. And it may say collisions. So if there are collisions and platforms don't place, like this don't place, just build it again. Alright, just build it again with all of these items on it. And maybe the depth cap doesn't place, just build it again, right? Okay, now let's move on. Our next hydraulic platform will be one above the depth cap. And you want to put Swag City and the Utopian Refiner. Okay, so before I move on, we're gonna fit the boy right over here. Don't worry guys, I will be going through all the ports again after we are done with this. So yeah, don't worry if you missed any ports placements. I will be going through them again. So after this Utopian Refiner, you're going to have another hydraulic platform, right? Put the Temporal Armageddon at the very edge, facing forwards, and the pizza list right before the Temporal Armageddon. Now take this platform and make sure it's one below Utopian Refiner. And alright guys, now we are going to remove this standard platform. Alright, let's remove it. It is a little mistake, so now put a hydraulic platform down and a standard platform right above it. Raise it such that the standard platform is 2 below the previous one. Put it at the very edge, like this. And put another same arrangement like that, connect it. Now you want to put the Tsar Bomba right over here. And Dragon Cannon. Now make the turn with Dark Seed, like so. If you can't see it, just put the light here. Now we will continue with the resetters line. So this is the reset line, which we will be doing right over here. Put a hydraulic platform, the standard platform right on top. Make sure it's on the same level as Dragon Cannon. Now you want to put the Son of Poison right over here. Doesn't matter the rotation, it just has to be either forwards or backwards. Next is the Enchanted Library, which must be facing forwards. Okay. Now, if you do have small platform, you will proceed with the next step. Okay. This is for people that have small platform. Okay. Put down the Black Dwarf on a small platform that is on a hydraulic standard platform. Now take this, raise it up until the small platform is on the same level as Dragon Cannon, and just put it right here. Black Dwarf has to be displaced either to the left or to the right, and it has to be facing backwards. Alright, either to the left or to the right by 1 unit. Now take another platform and put Imperial Monument on it, raise it up all the way. Alright. raise it up by 10, and put it right above Black Dwarf, aligning with Enchanted Library. So this is how it should look like. Alright, now we will move on and take a standard platform, a hydraulic platform. Put the standard on hydraulic and raise this such that the highest part of the platform is 3 above Dragon Cannon and the rest of the upgraders here. And just put it right after the Black Dwarf. Make sure there's no gap, okay? Very important that there is no gap here. Now what you want to do is put down cooling chamber. That's a bug. Put down cooling chamber right after, and the executive pillar right after. After you're done with that, you are going to want to put down a hydraulic platform. Make sure that the hydraulic platform is right about here, with 1 unit in between the hydraulic and this platform here. Now raise it up by once. Okay, so put another hydraulic 1 up, and 1, 2, 3, 4 up. Okay, should look like this. To make sure that you have gotten it correctly, you can have this platforms over here, pull it to Dragon Cannon, and make sure it's 4 above. Alright, 4 above. Now just put it back, make sure it's aligned, and yeah, to distinguish it, you can just tell if there's this 1 gap here, then it's good. Okay, it will be good. Yep. Alright, now let us move on. You would want to put a standard platform and a hydraulic platform, and make sure the hydraulic platform is raised 6 up. Hold on, sorry, 8 up. Hydraulic will be 8 up. Okay, place it right over here so that it aligns with this platform here. To check that you've gotten everything correctly, place down Eternal Fracture. It should fit right below here. It should have 1 gap between the top and Eternal Fracture. Okay. Now let's move on. Now put down an OR evaluator facing this way. Now we are going to test if the setup works properly. Pulse, and if the ores are being teleported in the evaluator, that means it's working. You may see some ores flying out, it's normal, it's just how the game works. So yeah, this will mean that the setup is working. Okay, now it is time to place down more items, but before that, I want you guys to save this setup right now. Just save it so that you can not fall victim to the collision bug. The collision bug is very tedious to resolve. Just save it right now and withdraw, or do the same procedure. Load it again. If anything goes missing, just build them again. You can rewind the video if you want. Now let's move on. The next hydraulic platform we'll be using will be So this is the max height. This is the height of the previous one. 2 below the height of the previous one and directly after it. Now get another hydraulic, make it go 3 above and have it connect, have everything connect here, and 4 up, so everything connects. So this is the bottom layer. The bottom layer will connect and the top layer will connect. Now for this last part over here, put down another hydraulic platform, same height with the previous one. Just place everything down like so, exact same thing as this part. And now it's turned day, so we can remove the light. Now we will continue. Place a standard platform right over here. Okay, place it right over here. Now place a hydraulic platform right over here, and it should have this little space here where the platforms make a little staircase. So this hydraulic should be right below the hydraulic that's all the way on the top. Okay, now we are gonna finish the setup. You could save this over here again, just save it, withdraw all, load, fill in anything that goes missing, and we'll be moving on. There's another evaluator that is facing the opposite direction of the previous one, and grab yourself a Tesla refueler, another oil evaluator but facing backwards, and you want to put down the day trophy, and our last oil evaluator, and then it's the final upgrader. Make sure the oil evaluator is facing backwards, by the way. They're all facing backwards except for this very first one. And the final upgrader and green teleporter. Green teleporter, just put it here, here, here. Make sure that it is 1 unit displaced, and here make sure that it is 1 unit displaced. You guys can pause here to finish your resetter line, and at the very last you want dark illuminator. Make sure it is displaced here as well. Alright, so I'll give you guys a little time to copy this. You can pause the video over here. Alright, let's move on. So at the end of this setup, you want a spooky control gate. Right, you want the spooky control gate, and make sure that the red and green buttons are right after green teleporter, so that ores can collide with this and they won't be falling out. Alright, so now let's move on to eternal fracture push. So we'll be using 4 eternal fractures. If you don't have 4, just make more, and we need 5 in total, 5 eternal fractures, as 1 is being used at the start of the setup. So 4 eternal fractures and you'll be good to go. The way you set up the eternal fractures push is very simple. You want to put it right over here where it is 1 start into the middle. So this is actually the middle, right? You want it to be 1 start here and right after the small platform that Black Dwarf is on. So if you place it right there, it should look like this, the top. And now the second eternal fracture, you want to face it this way instead. You want to face it the opposite way, and you want to just align them with 1 start there. Alright, it just looks like so, and you will be correct. Now for this third one, for this third eternal fracture, you're going to be placing it right after the previous eternal in the same rotation and aligned with all the other eternals. You'll be aligned, okay? Now for the very last eternal fracture, it is still gonna be a line, but it will be one stud out, okay, one stud to the right in my point of view, one stud to the right, and it should look like this. So let's recap. The first leaf should look like this. If it doesn't, you can just make changes. The second leaf should look like so. The third leaf should look like so. And the fourth leaf should look like so. The fourth one is a little bit different because this green teleporter is not displaced to the left. Okay, so it looks a little bit different with the leaf covering most of the upgrade. Of the teleporter, I mean. So, alright, so lastly, you want to put down the Statue of Knowledge right over here so that it faces this way. Now that is good. Now it is time to set the evals and we will be good to go. So the first eval, you want to set it to TGN, lower, so it's less than TGN. The second eval you will set it to NON GNTL and greater or equals to. The third one you will set it to OQDDR, just set it to OQDDR, lower, alright, less than OQDDR. Now this last one, you want to set it to SPTGNTL, SPTGNTL and less than SPTGNTL. Set. And now the setup is almost complete. You just need to do a little bit of powering. So grab your Dreamer's Anguish, put it anywhere in the setup, doesn't matter, and Dreamer's Might, put it anywhere in the setup, it doesn't matter. Now put down one Dreamer's Devastation, you can put it anywhere, it really does not matter. Alright, so now we're gonna be finishing the setup with the rest of our portables. So I have made a little mistake earlier by putting Fright Folly here. Fright Folly should be in this turn instead, right over here. And put it the same way, with the left beam hitting the Ors. Alright, the beam coming from the left eye. And you want to put the Methuselah's Mask right over here. Put it right over here, yeah. And yeah, that would be good. You can put it here or here, it really doesn't matter. Put it at the turn. And now we're gonna put Angel's Blessing, so grab a hydraulic and put it right beside Dragon Cannon and have it go one up. Now put Angel's Blessing right over here. And this is the setup. So this will be how you split it. I will be teaching you in detail now. What you want to do is you want to have two save slots that are free, either the first second or second third, whatever it is. If it's first second, this is what you want to do. For splitting, you want to remove from True Overlord device onwards, just remove everything like so. Remove everything here as well, and here. Remove these, remove these, and yep. This will be the first split. Okay, hold on. Remove the push as well. Remove that. Remove Dreamer's Life. And remove these. So this should be the first split. Right over here. It should look like this. With nothing else. And after you're done, just save it in like layout 1 or something. After you're done, you would want to proceed with the second part of the layout. So the second split will be very simple. Just remove from Marilyn Sorcery down here to here, and yeah, just remove these platforms. Remove Havium as well. Make sure to keep these. Alright, make sure to keep these in touch. This push will be kept in the second split. Alright, this is the second split. And you just have to save this. So let me emphasize that splitting is not required. You can choose to not split. But if you really want to split, you can. Alright, you can split if you want for that little bit of time save. So it's really fine if you don't want to split and go through this hassle, okay? So that's the second split. Alright, so now the setup is basically complete. This is the setup. I will be running a speed test very shortly in the following section, and you guys can watch it. So to end things off, this setup is originally created at life 48,000. So I was life 48,000 and I created this setup for myself. It gets INF, centillion to INF in about 16 to 17 seconds if you don't split. I don't split personally, so I get around 17 to 16 seconds. So yeah, this is the final setup, and yep. The portables, we'll be going through the portables one more time. Do note that the boy and Fright Folly can be used anywhere. It doesn't really have to follow the one shown in the video. The boy could be either here or it could be here as shown earlier. It doesn't really matter. And Fright Folly must be here at the last cannon. Fright Folly is the exception. Methuselah's mask will also be used, and Soul Blossom must be right after Dragon Cannon. And there's another portable, which is Phantom of Christmas Future, must be right after. It just must be at this spot at Quantum Clockwork. Methuselah's mask as usual. Maida's Blaster. Make sure Maida's Blaster is connected properly, and that's about it. Fright Folly, make sure Fright Folly is hitting, and that is it. This is the setup, 0.6, 0.6, 0.8. So yeah, I'll be running this speed test right now.